Okay, so today we gapped up again, and at the moment we're holding resistance at this 2016 to end of January low. Let's see if today we manage to go up to this level up here at September and August lows area, which comes at 358, 360s, and if we kind of hold any resistance up here, then this could be a very good short opportunity. You see here the 5-minute chart. We just gapped up all this way since yesterday's close, and now we are almost at yesterday's high area. If we fail to hold above and go up to 300s, then this could be very good short opportunity in order to fill this gap initially. And if then goes down to this 133 level, then we have this kind of gap to fill. So we're looking down to 9,000 retest, so we're actually looking for this kind of setup. Here on the 1-minute chart we held support here at this kind of high from yesterday. Let's see, one scenario I would like to see if price holds any resistance here. I would like to sell it and see if this setup happens, break down initial balance low, hold resistance, and then go for the gap fill. Then I would like to initially hold this for perhaps lower prices. So price held resistance and immediately sold off here at initial balance high. Let's see if this scenario will play out. Now we break down below this initial balance low on yesterday's value area high. Then we hold resistance here and go for a gap fill at 200 initially. Very nice collapse right here. I shorted here initially, then I shorted here again. Let's see if I would like to scale up my position initially at this 200 level and then leave the rest for more downside. Let's see here again the statistics for the average range of first hour of cash market trade. So at the moment it hasn't done much. Perhaps it could go down here because this is 100%. If it doesn't, we'll most likely go to this 200s area. So price just consolidating below volume weighted average price and every time held resistance. Let's see now if it continues to hold below this level and goes further downside during the day. Price spiked up here and immediately faded 28 points into the trade at this flash move up here to initial balance high. Scale out the position here, leaving the rest for later. So price sold off straight down here. I'm 133 points into the trade. Let's see how it will behave here at 100 and if it's going to fill this gap down to 9,000. So we can see a few hours later price consolidating above this kind of gap. Let's see if later is going to fill this gap. Here's how I traded this. I shorted initially here and closed the short position. Then I shorted here and stopped out in almost break even 1 point. Then as soon as this news for oil came out, I immediately faded this move for 28 points, scaled it out here and then left it for this kind of 127 points here. And then price 127 points, and then price really consolidated sideways since. I would like to see a pullback like this one in the US session in order to see if I will try to sell this again. Let's see here the statistics I use when this breaks to the downside. This is 100% average range from this first hour of cash market low. Today coincides with this previous low down here. As you can see, we're holding kind of support here. If we break down during the US session, then we will go definitely to most likely to fill this gap down to 9,000. If this happens, I would like to buy it here because it's going to be very extended. This is the 140%, this is 200% of the average range since the breakdown. So we have very low probability for this to happen, but if it happens, it's high probability it will reverse down here. So let's see. You can see here very clear rejection. This was a flash up move, almost a few seconds. I shorted it here immediately, of course. This is where you need to have your edge. You see days open price and initial balance high resistance and European cash open price resistance. Immediately sold it. Of course I could have sold it even further upside, but this is where I got filled here. For very nice tradings. This is where you need to have your edge on, to be quick and nimble. You can see here 120 points this kind of trade and 29 the half of this trade. Then this could be very good short as well for continuation to the downside. So what does it mean when price spikes up to previous resistance and immediately sells back down? It means that we are okay for the short term to hold the short position. That's why I sold it, I held it right here, and as soon as I close this position, just sideways consolidation with no clear levels. So let's see what's next. This was a setup I was anticipating this morning. You can see here resistance at this preview 20th of January low, and I said if we hold resistance perhaps we could visit 9,000. We're 134 points until 9,000, so we will have a second gap to fill right here. If you would like to check my video from yesterday, gap up and rally from yesterday's session, I'm talking here about this potential resistance up to 310s. Of course, resistance we held today at this 20th of January low. I'm talking here about how price might behave and what setup we potentially might have, and I'm explaining this kind of VIX analysis as well. So I sorted here at this kind of US Open. Let's see now making new lows. Let's see how it will behave here once it enters this kind of low volume gap area, and how it will behave here. This is 100% range, average range within these 2 hours of trading. I closed my position here for a very small profit. We held support to the tick at 100% of this average range when price breaks down from this first hour of cash market low. Let's see now, perhaps this could be good long opportunity against 9,100 for a retest up to 9,200. If it goes there, I might sell it, but let's see again. So actually closing it quite early here. Let's see how it will behave here at this level, and if it goes down to 9,000 for this kind of gap fill, I will look to buy down here. So actually good long right here above 100. Let's see if this can hold and go, price go above this kind of lows right here and retest volume weighted average price. So we can see here euro dollar trying to make new low here. So price failed to hold here. Let's see now if this kind of flag breaks to the downside. So price held the support at 100. This seems to me like if this is not breaking to the downside, perhaps it could be this kind of pattern. We can see here gradually holding support. I bought it a couple of times here, but then I closed it to break even because I was thinking perhaps this could be just a flag and break to the downside. So it seems now it breaks to the upside. SPY as well leading the way to the upside, so perhaps this can go up to this level. So price retested this previous multi-retest failures to the downside and held resistance. Let's see now if this proves to be a flag and breaks further downside. So price did just sideways consolidation at the US session. New lows though, but this was good trade. But if this had gone up to 200, it could be very good short. Again, we need to fill this kind of gap. Let's see if this will happen during today or tomorrow. Let's close this video with a big picture as we began this morning. We held resistance here at 20th of January low, sold off, not very hard sell-off, but tradable. Of course, it would have been better if it was selling down to 9,000 because for short term it will be good for a bounce as well.